Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Minnesota Vikings. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Throwing, Mayfield. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, Mayfield. Oh, going for Jefferson down. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, Eckler. Space to maneuver at the 40. And some room to work. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there for the Dolphins. 61 yards that time on the ground. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now an option play on 2nd down. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
That's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on 1st down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short. That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the 1st down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Miami.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And as these guys interplay in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about to get to the playoffs in the NFL, you have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your #1 path to getting there, and they can get that done in this game.
Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Mayfield. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down. Play action now. Here's Mayfield rolling to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 37. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. Here's a 1st down throw. It's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
This is caught. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now Mayfield.
4-yard line.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. After the turnover, it's Tua. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Oh, Patrick Peterson, the shutdown corner, was there on the coverage.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there. First down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
A loss of 3 yards.
These two teams all tied after one.
End of the first quarter with the score tied 7-7.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Tua. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Fuller. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
To Will Fuller.
Will Fuller, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
For the extra point.
The 21st pick back in the 2016 draft, Will Fuller, and we know that he can take the top off of a defense.
He certainly can, and the way that he does it is just straight, pure speed. And I saw it with one of the better defensive coordinators in the league, and I said, how do you defend that? And he said, at times, you absolutely don't. If the quarterback gets time and he heaves it downfield, Will Fuller's going to outrun any coverage you put out there.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out.
25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah, and they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They started on the ground with Eckler. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First down, Miami.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Well, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. On 2nd down, Tua. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
2 yards. Brings up 4th.
They'll try and run the option. They get this out quickly to the left side. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Tua going to try and run. Try to punch it in with Eckler. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
No gain.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
At the Vikings 2-yard line.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins.
To Mike Gesicki.
Mike Gesicki hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
5-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
6-yard line.
Mayfield to throw it. He's going to float this one deep right side. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. T.J. Green with a pick. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Tua. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a 1st down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Tua with a quick throw, caught out wide. And the Dolphins are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Austin Eckler. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this carries into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out.
25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Mayfield now. Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
And this is caught at the end. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it first and goal.
5-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Cook. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. They try again with Cook. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. His pass caught at the 4. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Touchdown.
Dalvin Cook, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Rosas good with the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a first and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right at the
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. He's going to try and do this himself. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Rosas now to add the PAT. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Makes the score Dolphins 27, Vikings 21.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And a very elusive run as he'll wind up getting about 9 on that one. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Tua sets up to pass it. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. They'll run here with Eckler. Room here to run. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Going on the ground with Eckler. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Parker unable to get that one. 3rd down here.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to pass. Tua. And this is going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
The Dolphin field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out.
5-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back. And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
3rd quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
10 at the 48-yard line.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And he's got this down to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And again, it's Mayfield. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row.
23-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Mayfield completes it to the fullback, Ham. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end, you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again.
For the extra point.
And the lead is down to 2.
Makes the score Dolphins 30, Vikings 28. Sets to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Things sure were looking good for them at the half. Heck, off the air, you and I were just saying they might run away with this thing and cruise to a victory. Not anymore.
Yeah, the cruise control has to be off at this point. Now you've got to mash the gas yourself. Again, who's going to step up and make a big play for you? Who's going to take care of business now that you're being pressed? It is definitely go time for them at this moment.
All of a sudden clinging to a slim lead and hoping to hold on to that lead. On the ground, it's Eckler. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Yard gain on the play. And it's
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 36-yard line.
From the gun, it's Tua. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Complete. Jefferson the target. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. A drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
10 at the 19-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Mayfield looks to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Is good. Makes the score Dolphins 37, Vikings 28. Jason Sanders.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Back to it after the pick six. Mayfield lets it fly for Thielen. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
If you know about the carport, the trapdoor supposed to be awkward. If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Derwin James with a pick, and they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Escaping, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling.
Tagovailoa.
They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
A gain of 9.
Now Tagovailoa. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Being chased out left. And he's got it. And the Dolphins are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Tua going to try and run. Tua, fast pass outside complete. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Vikings 28. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Now this will make it into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out.
25-yard line.
And they will take a knee here. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. Hey, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Mayfield to throw it. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Smith. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
37-yard line.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Tonight,
a big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Miami, a final win here means they'll finish at 14-2. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, despite the loss here, was a splendid regular season as they'll finish at 12-4. And now we'll wait to see what the future holds for them this January. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.